Open up the sesame. Work. Oh no, no, don't pressure me. Yeah, ooh, yeah. Roll out with the referee. Curb. Yeah, yeah, I'm turning left now. Burn. Yeah, the rubber's on my chest now.
Was geht, Leute? Herzlich willkommen zu diesem neuen Stream. Heute werden wir Rocket League zocken. Das ist jetzt, glaube ich, Lockdown Tag 6, wenn ich mich richtig liege. Ja. Es ist ein Tag noch vor Weihnachten. Streamen wir heute noch. Ich denke mal, ich werde vielleicht morgen früh 7 bis 8 Uhr streamen. Ich bin mir aber noch nicht zu 100% sicher, ob ich das wirklich machen werde. Da werde ich erstmal gucken, wie es so laufen wird. Ja. Ja, ich wollte einiges vor. Ich würde erstmal sagen, wir starten mit Reactions. Erstmal kurz, weil wir müssen reingehen. Nicht bei Vive. Der hat ein kleines Video hochgeladen. Kommt man gleich wieder.
Yeah, I'm doing better. All my haters give me power. Ooh, baby, on the track, I'm going vroom, vroom. Try and catch me when I pull up in that zoom, zoom. Oh, no, please don't make that call. Me don't want no call. Staying ready for the cause. Ooh, baby, on the track, I'm going vroom, vroom. Try to catch me when I pull up in the zoom, zoom. Ooh, driving by the shore. Looking for some more. In my Rari going roar.
So, da bin ich auch wieder. So, Musik kann einmal aus. Dann werden wir jetzt auf das Video von Vive reagieren. Und zwar hat er hochgeladen. Ey! Wo ist die Cam? Lol, warum ist die Cam so groß? Oder nicht so. Das ist die hier, wusste ich irgendwie. Aber überlegt mal, Leute, ich habe hier mindestens 2 Cams hier bei mir stehen. Mittlerweile habe ich jetzt hier 4 Cams stehen. Unbelievable. Und ich weiß auch nicht, welche Cam welche ist. So ein. Mann! Jetzt bleib mal stehen hier! Meine Fresse, Hengsterhase, ey. So. Wartet. Wow. Monitor. Tschüss, chill. Monitor ist einfach ausgegangen und dann der wäre fast einfach umgekippt, Digga. Holy moly, Macaroni. Junge, ich raste gleich aus. Echt, ey. Alter Schwede. Mann! Reicht jetzt auch echt. So. Vive hat ein Video hochgeladen und zwar... wir suchen Talente. Nee, hier. Wenn die YouTuber Bart hätten, zu lustig.
Oh, Bruder.
Hallo.
Auszeit.
Ey! Egal. Egal, Chat. Wir machen eine neue Camp. Let's go, Chat. Wir machen eine neue Camp. Die wird lustig. Vertraut mir, Chat. Die wird saulustig. Kurz die neue Cam abchecken. Hör mal! Cam! Das ist keine Cam. Perfekt, Cam ist doppelt. I know. Ich hab ne Idee, Digga. Dann muss ich jetzt ein bisschen aufwenden. Dann kommt das kurz hier hin. Die Cam wird geil. Vertraut mal. So, und? Da sind doch meine Haare, ne? Ihr Schlingelberger. So, wir gehen rein into a Beweis Video. Ey, was ist jetzt mit OBS hier los? Junge! Ey, so. Geht doch so, wir gehen rein in ein Video.
Das aus. Das ist nämlich der Trust GT.
Wir können wir skippen mal die Werbung.
Deswegen let's go mit dem Video. Wir starten rein. Erstes Bild von mir. 3, 2.
Ey! Mann, ey. Werbung gönnt aber heute echt nicht.
1, go. Das ist so, warte, das ist 3 Tage Bad. Wir haben 3 Stufen im heutigen Video. Es gibt noch.
Mega scheiße
Das
aus,
sieht
Digga.
richtig kacke aus.
Die Farbe
passt,
einfach auch.
Es passt halt auch überhaupt nicht.
I'm pretty sure. Hey gamer. Today I'm here to tell you about the greatest Rocket League 1v1 ever. The 1v1 I played that changed my entire life forever. Basically, it was a $1,000 best of 5 1v1 match versus Spuda that Johnny Boy hosted. But there's much more than just $1,000 on the line here. Spuda, my mans. I thought we were friends. What's up with you going around in everyone's DMs, walking on the streets telling everyone, oh, I can beat Mustang Cow in 1v1s. Like, I've seen the leaked DMs, bro. Taking me on Manfield night, you're going down. Best of 5. I think it was a Thursday afternoon. Spuda was streaming. We were both like really close to Supersonic.
Hi, Sandy!
I'm pretty sure we played each other like
Wo ist
6
das
or
jetzt?
7 times. Spuda
Kann ich
screenshotted
jetzt
the one
easy
game he beat me. And he's like, oh, okay, I can beat Mustang. You know, I gotta call him out when he's doing stuff like that.
It's a Thursday afternoon. It's about like 9 o'clock. Young man was streaming, feeling himself with the lo-fi a little bit, just kicking back, chilling. I was the one who 6'1" musty.
Notice how Spuda taps his arm 2 times like that. That's a telltale sign of a liar. But if you don't know Spuda, he's one of my former friends. He's a Supersonic Legend ranked player. He's been the sub for some pro teams, so he's really good. But on that Thursday afternoon, I absolutely destroyed him in rank. So Johnny Boy contacted us, put $1,000 on the line for a best of 5 with thousands of people watching. And the winner of this match would prove who actually won on that Thursday afternoon. But before we get into the games, I want to give a big shout out to today's sponsor at Display. Every time I stream on Twitch or have facecam in a video, I always get a lot of questions asking what are the posters in the background or where I got them. So basically those aren't actually posters. They're called displays.
Ruhig machst die deine Mutter.
Some displays. And with a flick placed high, Spuda was forced to make an awkward save, and I ended And with an alright kickoff, little did I know, the greatest 1v1 of all time had just gotten started. My first real opportunity. Spuda was positioned correctly, but I had complete control. And with a flick placed high, Spuda was forced to make an awkward save, and I end up getting my first goal. Next kickoff. I did a nifty little fake to buy myself some space, and I got a chance to bring it up the wall. I knew if I could do something fancy in the very beginning of the game that Spuda would probably get tilted, so that's what I tried. That's right. With a purposeful miss on the ceiling shot, Spuda got faked, I secured the goal, and I hit him with a what a save. At this point, I was sure I was in his head after I hit him with a what a save. I got possession and figured since the last 2 plays I went high, this time I would try for the low 50-50. But I forgot to take one thing into account. Spuda has been hitting the gym recently. Because of this, his car was stronger and he got the perfect 50-50, which gave him his first goal of the match. Here I'm caught in a really weird situation. He has possession and I know his mechanics are solid, so I decide to fake the challenge. I was forced to pre-jump and end up getting a really solid save.
What a save.
I got the ball settled for a dribble and perfectly placed my flick bar down.
Oh my goodness, okay, both players are coming out looking pretty good so far.
And after all my hard work, Spuda wins the kickoff and he gets a kickoff goal. But it was all fine. I took his boost and figured I could catch him off guard by being aggressive, because the last challenge I faked. I got a perfect challenge, it bounced off the ceiling, and it should be an easy, open... Here, I was scared for my life. I already clipped on Spuda, so I figured he'd go for something fancy, and fortunately it wasn't too threatening, and I was able to get possession and hit him with an air dribble to get a 2-goal lead. Actually a 3-goal lead, cause kickoffs. Here I got demoed, but I had just enough time to spawn, and thankfully I read his low 50-50, but he was really quick to attack again. With a flick that was too high, I knew this was my time. And one thing to say to Spuda, don't get musty flipped. I had to hit him with the musty flip. I was already imagining the chat's reaction and how the casters were gonna go crazy, but yeah, it didn't work. But that didn't stop my confidence though. Perhaps I was a little too overconfident going for the ceiling save, which left Spuda an open net. I could tell Spuda was definitely tilted after that, and I eventually got a counterattack set up, bumping him right before he could touch the ball to secure the goal. And finally, with a kickoff goal by me and a good save which led to a counterattack goal by him, I ended up winning game 1, 8-4.
Whenever Spuda does come up with an answer to it, expect Musty to change somewhat quickly. So I don't think Spuda can really gain an advantage in the kickoffs. I think he can just try and level it out a little bit.
If I wanted to win game 2, I would need to keep winning kickoffs. The first one didn't go in my favor, but I did end up picking some boost pads and getting a nice pre-jump save. Then I got some more pads and tried going for a quick demo, but Spuda had godlike reaction time, narrowly avoiding my demo attempt. And that's how he got his first goal. So I went for a flip reset, and after I missed it, I had to rush back, but Spuda is somehow the best player in the world at avoiding my demos. And after yet another failed demo attempt that led to a goal, I figured it's probably about time to try changing up my strategy on defense.
Oh no.
He doesn't have the speed though for a demo. I don't quite know what that play was.
Now here is one of the few times this game I had full ball control and a good amount of boost, so you already know what I had to do.
no chance I will get Musty Flick. 0%.
And ladies and gentlemen, mainly gentlemen, that is right, I did it. I scored a Musty Flick on Spuda. I completely proved him wrong, and right when I scored it, I was imagining the chat going wild, thinking about how I would edit this epic poggers moment into my YouTube video, and how I would tag Spuda on Twitter, and how many likes I would end. Wait, did Spuda just score 4 goals on me? Okay, so maybe I got just a little bit overconfident after I scored the Musty Flick, and now the game was halfway over and I was 5 goals down. And you know what that means. It was time for me to turn on my monitor. I hit him with a fake and ended up scoring a pretty sloppy goal. But hey, if you know anything about 1v1s, you know kickoffs are extremely important, so that sloppy goal was quickly followed by a perfectly placed shot in the upper 90. And that perfectly placed shot was followed by yet another kickoff goal. Suddenly, this game just got a whole lot closer. Now, this may just seem like a normal counterattack to the naked eye, but if you pay close attention, I won this 50-50 abnormally well. Because secretly, between games 1 and 2, I did an entire workout at my local gym, which gave me extra strength. And now, gentlemen, I nearly made a comeback, and all I needed to do was score one. Okay, there we go. Nothing really happened until there was about 30 seconds left.
Gonna have to try and chase back. Spuda chooses the 100 boost. Musty sets himself up. He goes to Spuda. He's got him.
That was rude.
The comeback
Has been complete.
With a 1-goal lead, time was ticking down the clock after I completely cyberbullied Spuda, and I had a free chance to Cuxer pinch, which nearly secured the game. But Spuda narrowly missed his 0-second air dribble bump attempt, so I took the win and I was ready for game 3. With game 3 started, I knew if I won this, I would win the entire series, but Spuda knew the same thing and he was not here to play around. Despite having some decent opportunities towards the beginning of this game, I wasn't able to capitalize, and I'm not gonna lie, Spuda was playing really well, forcing me into awkward spots, and he was placing his shots perfectly. Another thing I was doing was overcomplicating my shots.
So, ich hab kurz die andere Cam. Ich hab mein Handy.
It's not working.
Ganz kurz wegen mit dieser Raumkamera. Das mache ich mit einer App auf mein Handy und gerade ist das Handy runtergefallen und ich habe keinen Bock, dass es nicht nochmal runterfällt und deswegen habe ich es jetzt darauf gestellt.
I had to give it my all if I wanted to stay in this game, so I secured a kickoff goal and
Musty seine Kickoff Goals sind aber auch zu krank, muss man ehrlich sagen.
was hoping for another quick goal, so I delayed my air dribble to get around him, but this man had obviously been in the library with reads like that, so I shoot again, and Spuda somehow got back to get a miracle save, and at this point I'm absolutely devastated. Nah, just joking, the ball hit the post and I had an open net. But I still had no idea what Spuda must have eaten before game 3 because this man just kept placing his shots perfectly in the net. Luckily, my patented kickoff is literally goated and really helped me stay in this game, so with 2 kickoff goals,
Ja, der Typ, wenn du einmal 6-1 zu 6-4 zu Musty führst, Digga, er holt dich, der hat mir 2 Kickoff-Goals ab, weil er seine Mechanik, sein Speedflip da, die ist zu krank.
we were tied once again. There was just over a minute left. The game was still tied, $1,000 on the line. So you know what? That's definitely the best time for me to start dribbling backwards to try a new mechanic and turtle 360 up the wall.
Musty, you deserve that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Musty deserved that. That was a big karma play from Spuda. Hopefully Spuda scores from it, honestly. Yeah, that's what you get, Musty. That's what you get. This is
So richtig sauer, der Caster.
smug. You can't be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say I probably deserve getting scored on there. After a lot of back and forth though, I still found myself 1 goal down, so I pretty much had to score this. So I hit the ball up the wall, jumped to the ceiling, kept my momentum, and got one final touch to slot the ball in the bottom corner. A high-risk play, but I got rewarded.
Ohne Blumen, kein Strauß. Ohne SID-Check-App, keine
for it. With about 15 seconds left, I kept the ball in his half and had the confidence to go for a wall shot. Now when I jumped off the wall, I was 100% confident I would bar down this and end the game. Unfortunately, I suck at the game and passed the ball right to Spuda and found myself 1 goal down.
Dieses unfortunate, I suck at the game, passt wo, das finde ich einfach witzig.
With only 4 seconds remaining. Don't worry though, this game was far from over. If you remember in the pre-game interview, I said I've lurked in some of Spuda's streams. I've been, kind of lurking in the stream. Little did he know, I watched him play his last 50 1v1 game. Spuda. And I had a tendency in the stream. Little did he know I watched him play his last 50 1v1 games. If you remember in the pregame interview, I said I've lurked in some of Spuda's streams. I've been, you know...
Spuda's streams. Spuda. So.
Kind of lurking in the stream. Little did he know I watched him play his last 50 1v1 games and I had a tendency chart for everything he does. I glanced to
Lemau.
his last 50 1v1 games and I had a tendency chart for everything he does.
Far post position, left, kick off, left, right, left, middle, lol. What the fuck? Das hat er noch nicht selbst erstellt. Ne, das ist kopiert, das kannst du mir nicht sagen, naja. What the fuck?
I glanced to the pie graphs on my third monitor to see the
Lol, Alter, was hat er...
outcome of a middle kickoff, and 86% of the time, he does a front flip, meaning he wouldn't notice if I hit the brakes and delay my kickoff by 0.8 seconds. That would theoretically give me enough space and time to hit it off the wall and score a goal at 0 seconds to bring the game to overtime.
Hits the floor.
And with all the analytics correct, I forgot I just can't score open nets. So in game 4, all I needed to do was score more goals than Spuda and I win $1,000, but he wasn't gonna make that very easy. In the beginning, it seemed like no matter what I did, he had a perfect counter for it, so he was definitely off to an amazing start, but part of the problem was the fact that I kept doing stuff like this. Like, yeah, I guess that looked pretty cool, but it didn't get me anywhere. He was just playing simple Rocket League and it was working. And with a few more misplays by me, I found myself 4 goals down within the first minute of the game once again.
Oh shit.
Here we go again.
Spuda finally lost focus and started freestyling, and once he messed up, I got an easy open net. But still, 3 goals down with $1,000 on the line, all my brain wanted to do was keep freestyling, so I go for the clip, miss the shot, and Spuda scores the open net.
This has now suddenly become, someone goes for a really good play, and then the other player scores the open net.
Yeah, it's like watching like a freestyle lobby 1v1 at the moment.
Luckily, as usual, my kickoffs came in clutch. They really did help me a lot throughout this entire video whenever I was down. But I couldn't just rely on kickoffs if I wanted to win this game. I got possession with the ball on the hood of my car, so I jumped up for an air dribble, but he can read those very well, so I actually stopped boosting so I could get a really hard touch at the last second.
And he
That was
gets
a much
it.
better position as well. Yeah, fantastic setup. The first touch has been very heavy so far from Musty. This one, he keeps it a lot closer. Spuda waiting for his chance and realizes he's not going to get a freebie on the challenge.
And yeah, that was a good goal by me, but not gonna lie, this is one of the best shots I've ever seen Spuda score. So if he's doing
Das muss mit Ori nie gemeint sein. Das ist einfach nur ein ganz normales Goal.
stuff like that, I knew I had to one-up him and get really creative in order to tie this game.
Keine Ahnung, aber keine Ahnung, irgendwie anders. Ja, 2 Kick-Off-Goals, safe.
I couldn't just rely on kickoffs if I wanted to win this game. I guess maybe I did need to rely on kickoffs to win this game. At this point, the game was tied, and with yet another good kickoff, I secured boosts, ball, and a bounce. So I jump up into the air, and this worked previously. So instead of speeding up my air dribble, I slow it down so I can hit it over him at the very last second. And let me just tell you, this right here was my favorite goal of the entire series.
Ein Fake, man kennt ihn nicht anders.
Oh, it's a fake! Oh!
I really think, especially after I would have saved him here, that this was the goal that really changed everything. Spuda knew he was definitely going to be on the wrong end of a YouTube video, and my confidence was at an all-time high. I kept my playstyle pretty simple from here on out and continued getting shot after shot, keeping the ball in his half, taking his boost, and forcing him to use boost on saves. I knew
Ja, aber es macht auch wiederum keinen Sinn, weil er der Boost-Platten hat und in der Zeit, der den Ball nimmt, quasi, da holt er sich ja wieder Boost. Macht ja keinen Sinn.
Eventually, I would find a hole in his defense if I kept the pressure, and this flick finally secured me the goal. With a good kickoff, I know I 100% win the game if I score this. But Spuda uses his acrobats to keep himself in the game, but after this, I actually used my brain for the first time in this
Ja, ich kann mir vorstellen. Er tut halt zu seinem Dings, zu seinem einem Field da hinten hinnehmen, um die Time halt abzulaufen lassen.
Whole video. And instead of going for another shot, I took the ball back to my own half to keep the ball away and stall time off the clock. Now, this could have been risky, but I played my cards right, and that is how I won the greatest 1v1 in the history of Rocket League 1v1s in history. For 1v1s.
Today, smart tech is everywhere.
Kann man nicht sagen, checkt Masti ab. Und ja, ich würde sagen, wir gehen ins Game rein. So. Leute, ich sag ehrlich, ich brauche eine andere Musik. Oh, das ist eine Scheißmusik. Ne, wie mal die hier, das on you. Die ist geil. Oh. Wir closen das hier. Wie lange sind wir eigentlich live? Ich glaube, wir sind schon eine Stunde live. $26 erst? We essential make us we do that nothing. Let's go, Jungs, hast du uns mal das Gewinn kurz, die Kleppen. Er macht Metal Kick off. Gehen hier von Area, maybe Kilometers. Los. Blocken den Ball hier, gehen für eine Quick Area. Entering Wave Dash. Warten wir auf den Pass von Mates. Mate wollte die Demo, wir gehen hier vorne hin. Blocken den Ball, maybe ein Goal. No, da der Engel, der ist zu crazy. Wall Pass zu Mates, Mates ist da hinten. Blocken hier die Wall, keine Ahnung, was das für ein Bump war. Keine Ahnung, was das für ein Bump war, aber egal. Mate mit dem Fake Goal. Wer nicht für den Area gehen, für ersten Bump nehmen. Mate geht, misst den Area. Ungefähr der Left Fuß. Das war dumm von mir. Maybe a double touch? Oh no, close. So, close. Close hardly. Ich dachte, rechts wäre mal mehr jetzt, deswegen habe ich versucht, nach rechts zu, den Ball zu schießen. Ich ein Erdwirbel, oh no. Gut, mal gut weggehalten. Der geht rein, lol. Thanks. Lol, Digga. Lol, was ist passiert? Aber ich check es nicht, was macht der Nate da hinten? Er hätte ihn eigentlich fangen müssen. See you again. Junge, wollen wir ein bisschen mal... Was wollen wir mal machen? Left from years von einem Pro, das ist ein Rocket League Pro, der... Ground Pinch? Nipogo? What the fuck ist das? We will sunshine to make it. Wir machen mal Aerial, Aerial Control, Area. Okay. Was ist das für ein Level, Digga? Alter, ist das schwierig zu Aerial Control. Ihr müsst halt vorstellen, diese Aerial Control, das Aerial Controllen ist halt saushit bei der Map. Vielleicht eine andere Map, das ist zu schwer. Die sollte ein bisschen leichter sein. Make it. Das ist halt ein Ball, ne? Lol, achtet mal, Alter. Rein! Oh no! Nein! Ich war zu lost, Digga. Was mache ich? Yes, Alter, Digga, wie schwer! Ey, nee, Digga. Sislak. Energy. Ab dieser Linie startet es. Let's go. No. Let's go. Alter, wie schwer ist das denn, der Kapi? Ja, ich hab, I know, du bist so ganz, dann so, no, fuck off! Was mache ich? No. Nein! No, Digga, ich bin komplett gefailt. What the hell habe ich gerade gemacht, Digga? Oh, hat geklingelt. Perfekt. Holy moly, Chat. Gerade ist einfach ein Paket angekommen, der. Und danach ruft noch jemand an, der. Komm jetzt, Digga. Speedrun. Okay. Ah, ne, das wird nicht gut werden. Ja, Digga, was ist das denn bitte? Erklär mir mal bitte. Alter, wie schwer das ist! Holy moly, wie schwer! Endlich, Digga. No, Digga. Digga, wie dumm bin ich. Junge, dude, fuck off! Limau, Digga. Kurz, Freeze